verbal image of life, and we are every day. People like to welcome you all to the show. The title speaks for itself, and the globe speaks for itself. This is a crazy world. In the globe, he's looking like, he's agreeing with me. He's like, you are some crazy motherfuckers that's living on this planet with me. And he talking about mankind, man, human race, what have you. So we're going to get into the first craziness that's taking place at this present time, right? Now, check this out. First, it says that Africans or melanated people, let's say that, if you got melanin in your skin, we talking to you, right? It says the Chinese doctors confirmed that Sonoy stayed alive because of his blood genetic composition, which is mainly found in the genetic composition of sub-Saharan Africans. It adds, Chinese doctors also said that he remained alive because he has black skin. The antibodies of a black are 3 times stronger, powerful, and resistant compared to that of white. Right. But that 3 times stronger, that's actually referring to triple stage darkness in which the creator created himself out of. That's what makes it 3 times more potent, right? So, but as a flip side to that is where I say the world is crazy. Here come Chinese doctors saying, well, the melanin in a black person's skin is powerful, so it is fighting off that coronavirus. It's actually that melanin boosts the immune system, and and when they saying the genetic makeup of melanin, what they actually saying is that chemical compound that makes up that mysterious substance called melanin that is in black people, right? But on the flip side, now why is this a crazy world? And because you got some black folks saying that's not true. If white folks can catch the corona, I can catch it too. They want to be equal in the corona. Is that crazy or not crazy? That is crazy. Some black people are saying, that's kind of reverse discrimination. You trying to make a distinction. It's like, you want everything, be like everything that somebody else has don't make it good. You shouldn't want everything. God damn. You want to dispute the fact that, okay, you are direct descendants from the creator, so he gave you certain things to where you can fight off certain diseases due to your melanin, okay, or viruses. Okay, we'll take that, because it's fine. But you have to understand that some people have been taught to hate themselves to where they can't even accept the compliment. They can't even fathom the fact that their melanin and their skin tone or them as a people, they can't even fathom the fact that they could have some favor showed upon them. No, not me. I've been told I wasn't shit all my life. White folks told me I wasn't shit. My people told me I wasn't shit. Now you come trying to tell me I'm something because I got this melanin, because I got this melanated skin. Bullshit. It's crazy. It doesn't make sense. Another crazy thing, right? President Trump is like dope. I don't care if it's crack, crystal meth, opioids, whatever, hash, heroin, whatever you call it. To the black community, Trump is like dope. Let me explain to you what I mean by that. When they first introduced the crack cocaine into the black community in the early to mid 80s, right? It was something that some picked up and profit off of, but yet the devastations that it did to families and to the communities, you have to ask yourself, was it worth it? Well, hey man, look, this dope allows some to have vehicles for the first time, buying homes for the first, businesses for the first time, jewelry, traveling, moving around, moving throughout the world, making friends in different circles and connections, and and built and enjoyed that. But at the same time, it was a price that was paid. It devastated the community. It went from community to neighborhood to ghetto to hood, because who was the primary people that you was selling the drugs to? Your own kind. So, okay, it had an effect on the community, right? Now, how do you compare that with Trump's presidency? Well, now you have black folks saying and brown saying, well, look, man, I've been working all my life, and this is the first time my 401k went up. I know that the country is divided and racism is on the rise, but hey, man, look at my 401k. You got some blacks saying, hey, man, I never played the stock market, but hey, I'm making money, man, with Trump. I wasn't making this kind of money with Obama. I know the country is divided and we at each other next, but I'm making money. You got some who's saying, hey, look, I got a job. I'm making $15 an hour. That's the most I ever made. I'm able to get me a vehicle, and, I can hit the club, and we took a little vacation this year for the first time. I can't say nothing bad about Trump. I'm enjoying myself and having money to show for it for the first time in my life. Although be it, the country is at each other's throat. Racism is at an all-time high. Some craziness is going on all over the world. But I can buy me a steak. I wasn't able to do that in the past. So, what do? Do I abandon these financial gains and turn my back on it, or and deal with these social and racial issues that we're having within the country? Or am I riding with the money? It's some crazy times that we are currently living in. What can we say? Now, I'm going to show you how crazy it is. They're sending warnings out. Don't go to gyms because of the sweat and mucus and everything, different people coming in out the gym and not cleaning the equipment. You can catch the coronavirus, or i.e., for short, you can catch the corona, right? Okay. Now, the president election is coming up. Some people don't want to stand in line and wait to vote because of the fear of catching the coronavirus. Now I wonder whose advantage that would be in. Who knows, right? And on the flip side of that, to the Chinese in America, throughout the world, but primarily in America, you're experiencing what black people experience as far as racism. People see Chinese coming, they stepping off, they getting out the way. You in the grocery store and a Chinese person or Asian, or because Americans can't tell the difference. Let's be honest, Americans can't tell the difference whether you from Vietnam, whether you from China, Japan, Philippines. Most Americans don't know the difference. They didn't study that. They see a person that looks Asian coming down the aisle in a grocery store. They cut down the aisle, or they hold their breath. The paranoia. But I'm saying that to say that, man, black folks always lived under that. And you had some racist, prejudiced Asians against black folks, and not you, black or mine. Now you getting that work, you getting that treatment. And now you understand, now you sympathetic. You know how it feels to have the world against you. Okay, hey, that's just a ski taste of what black people went through every day in America. Okay, you get it. You get it now. So people are afraid. The economy is dropping. Masks are selling off shelves, and people not even buying the right type of mask. It's crazy. You know what I mean? But when that paranoia kicks in, you doing whatever your mind tells you to do, or whatever your mind says you needs to be done in order to protect yourself. Self-preservation. I can understand that. Everybody has self-preservation, want to preserve their life. So people running out buying masks, and new cases is popping up every day around the globe, and Trump is saying, hey, it's nothing to fear. We have this thing to contain, and the CD saying it's not if it hits America, it's when. So prepare yourself for a pandemic proportions. And then on the other hand, the president saying, oh, no, baby, everything is cool. We got this thing contained. It's not going too far. We got you covered, right? Then the top officials is like, hey, whoa, wait a minute, man. This shit it's dangerous. You might need to prepare. Don't go to the gyms. Have this specific mask to protect yourself and whatnot. You getting conflicting information coming from the leaders or the top, right? Now, this brings me back to Brother Farrakhan. When the house is divided, or Satan is fighting Satan, how can the house stand? When top officials are contradicting each other and fighting against each other, then the people are going crazy. The people are like, okay, well, wait, who's right? Which way do we go, man? Well, we looking they looking up towards their leaders to rain down upon them some information and some supreme knowledge, and they fighting with each other. Now people trying to choose sides of who's right. Well, I'll stand with Trump because, he gonna have to lead us out of these dark times. And then the other officials are saying, hey, man, if you want to survive, you need to do this and, spend your money wisely, but you need to spend it under this disguise, under these instructions that we're giving you in order to save your life. Then the other side said, nah, don't worry about it. We got everything under control. And the people like, man, what the hell is going on? Now they say, okay, well, who you going to vote for? And then they come out and say, well, it's all fake news. Well, is this fake news or is it real news? These are some crazy times that we're living in. Last crazy time I'm going to get to before we get out of here, that just popped on my mind, though. In a previous post show that we did, I said Snoop should have never apologized, because when he do, they gonna come out the woodworks, and he gonna be on bended knee apologizing everywhere you go. And hey, that's what's taking place. The issue with Gayle King, all of that's about to play out, because people are waking up and they don't want to be the what's a proper term? They don't want to be the middleman between being real and being afraid that the colonizer is going to take something from you because you standing up for who you are and you standing up for your rights. People are tired of what Gayle had represented as a lackey for the colonizer. That's meaning the psyche, the weight of people having to experience that and witness that in 2020 is too much to bear. That's why people came out against Gayle and Oprah. They like, damn it, why you keep downing black men when Harvey Weinstein and Charlie Rose and those that you work with did far worse and you was on R. Kelly, and what the hell is going on? Are they sicking you on the black community? Meaning that they can't do it themselves, so they find a lackey to do it, and the lackey run out, and then they do their bidding. And then when the people push back on the lackey, then they got to go to government for some security or some help. And Susan Rice comes out and says, back the fuck up, Snoop, stand down, kneel, boy, heel. You know, it's like, man, what, it's crazy. That's all I can say. It is absolutely insane. So you have to watch what you eat, because what you eat affects your health. And you also have to watch what you allow to come into your psyche, because that affects your body as well. You know, you gotta be on guard. You gotta walk your post in a perfect manner. You have to be on the alert at all times, because, I mean, what you eat, what you think, say, and do, what you allow to come into your core, or what you believe in. I mean, you have to watch and monitor against all of that to save and protect your damn self. Self-preservation. You think these people, especially, come on, black people, you think these folks give a damn if you, how you feel or what you think or your opinion? Nobody's beating down your door asking you fill out this with a clipboard. You know, we want your opinion about the state of the union and how do you feel the direction this country is going into. They not courting your vote. Hell, they just assume, look here, man, black folk, you just gonna go straight. We gonna vote straight party ticket, straight for the Democrats. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, we'll see you in 4 years. That's how the game is being played, right? But we wising up today. One sign of that is, see, what people don't fail to realize is that Kobe and that whole Gail and Snoop Dogg, that was a sign. Because they had no idea that the quote unquote underlings, the quote unquote people who they don't see any significance as far as knowledge and social standing, as far as wealth, pop out the blue and did something righteous and saying, hey, whoa, wait a minute. Don't tear down the legacy of Kobe Bryant. And the higher ups were like, damn, the dead woke. Where did that come from? Who woke the dead? What's going on? Y'all was aware of what we was doing. Hell, we put Gail out there in the front, you know, and they was like, the hell with Gail. You know, we more wide awake than what you think we are. I said it before. Damn, the Million Man March was in 1995. You know how much knowledge was dropped in 1995, and now it's starting. The seeds are starting. The seeds are growing. You know, those who you took for granted as non-significant, and that was your mistake. But in our eyes, the people have always been significant. Hell, these are the people, the original man and original woman of the planet Earth. Of course, they significant. You know, of course, maybe it could be that, you know, certain aspects of what's going on we saw before. It was in our subconscious, and it was like, yeah, we seen this before, but something struck a nerve, like, hey, whoa, wait a minute, you're going too far now. You know what I mean? People standing up, you know, hey, you know, enough is enough now. We not going down that road, you know. So, hey, you know, I just wanted to share my take on these crazy times that we living in, because the climate, the weather, also plays a part, because since it was the warmest on record, then that means then that the cold suppresses viruses. But since the cold it wasn't there as it was in previous times before, then these viruses linger longer and they have a place to breathe, So we really have to watch what we eat. If the virus came from that animal that they stated the pequilian or whatnot. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. As they said that they were using its scale for tea and they was eating the meat because it was supposed to be some fresh meat or whatever. But there's a dietary law. It's certain things you just not supposed to eat. I know your pastor tell you God ain't make nothing that ain't good. You can eat it, man. You can't eat bats. You don't eat certain things is not made for human consumption. If you want to know dietary law on what to eat and what not to eat, go get How to Eat to Live, Volume 1 and 2 by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And you have, in fact, what you should eat and what you should not eat. You would have, in fact, on what you need in order to eat to live. Get that. That way you don't have to speculate. That way you won't be out in the jungles or in the forest trying to catch a pequilian or something and trying to boil the scales, man, and trying to eat the meat. You won't be out there tracking down some raw bats, some rare bats, trying to have some bats stew, following the colonizer, following the Caucasian, following the Chinese, and black folk, we don't do that, man. Get rid of the pig. Stop eating the pork and the pork chops and just get away from the pig. Don't eat the swine. Go read the dietary law, but definitely get you a How to Eat to Live, Part 1 and Part 2. Hey, hope I didn't upset nobody, but it is what it is. Everyday people done moving on YouTube. Make sure y'all check it out. Subscribe. Verbal Pick Radio on YouTube as well. Make sure you all subscribe. And we out.